Intro to Education, Final Exam by Sarah Spar. My future classroom. There are many things that I as a teacher need to pay attention to. Some of these things include diversity, curriculum, classroom climate, and family. Diversity in my classroom. While teaching, I need to always keep diversity in mind. For example, if a student grows up in poverty, their development and what they know about the world will completely differ to other students. Their vocabulary may not be very strong. They may not have the supplies required for them to succeed. Since I will be the leading role model for the classroom, I will need to remember that all students are different. Also, I have to make sure that I do not embarrass or make fun of my students for their differences and diversities. Students within my minority. When teaching, I need to keep different things about the minority group in mind, including the students within the minority group tend to have lower test scores, and they are 2 to 4 times more likely to drop out of high school. Things that I need to do would be make sure the students within the minority are on task, assist the students when they are confused or need help, and understand that the students may feel uneasy or shy about speaking. Therefore, they will not speak up. I need to make sure that they have a role within the classroom. Culturally responsive classroom. To ensure that my classroom is culturally responsive, I will need to get to know all of my students well, help them connect to the outside world by creating the classroom into a community that the students can add to and create together. Understand everyone's cultural beliefs in order to help the rest of the class understand each other as well. Benefits of a diverse classroom. Having a diverse classroom can have many benefits for any class, which are: everyone within the classroom will learn about different cultures and backgrounds. The students will not only learn how to trust me, but one another. The students and myself will learn how to respect one another. And the students will realize there is more to the world than just their own beliefs. Curriculum. The curriculum will have a major impact on my future classroom, and I will have to remember the controversy over Common Core. Common Core is very broad. Younger children are being required to learn at a faster pace. It is costing schools more money to update technology, and teachers are being required to change the way that they teach. Even though the curriculum will say that the students should be at a certain level, that is not always true. I, as a teacher, will need to modify the way I teach in order to get my students to the point that they need to be at. Classroom climate. The many ways that I can promote positive classroom climate in my class are: reinforce positive behaviors, create motivation and do not break my students down, create classroom rules, have students contribute to the rules which allow them to feel like they have a part in the classroom. Positive group dynamics. Within the classroom, it is important that I have positive group dynamics. I can manage this by making sure that my learning activities are well organized, remain patient, making sure the curriculum challenges the students but is not too difficult, making sure the learning activities are relevant to the students' learning experiences. If a learning activity is not relevant to what the students' experiences are, they may end up confused and uninterested. Family. While teaching, I need to remember that I am not the only one influencing my students' learning. Some things I need to keep in mind are: if students have a healthy and stable home, they will be more interested in learning. If students have supportive parents that are involved, they will tend to be more likely to learn. If my students do not have a stable family life, their interest for learning may lower, which can make the school very difficult for them. Culturally responsive ways to involve family. While teaching, I need to keep in mind that many cultures have different beliefs, have a flexible schedule for parent-teacher meetings, allow an open communication with my students' parents. Remember that cultures have different lifestyles. Some parents do not want to seem pushy, so they will not be as involved as other parents. Enhance family communication. While teaching, I can make sure my students' families have a strong communication with me by having parent-teacher conferences, send home weekly folders with updates, have parent-teacher phone calls, email parents, send home newsletters, and make sure I'm the one initiating the communication.